pet industry landscape is evolving, faster than ever, isn't it?
Right.
We're seeing everything from completely new demands from younger generations,
Yeah.
shaking up how people buy, to these really groundbreaking tech advances in ingredients and, critical shifts in packaging standards that affect, well, everything.
It really is a transformation more than just evolution. And for anyone managing a pet food brand, look, understanding these shifts isn't just about staying in the game. It's about actually defining the future, your future product lines, your marketing, your whole brand. Today on the Pet Food Insider, we're going to unpack the data that shows you exactly where you need to focus.
Welcome to the Pet Food Insider, brought to you by CPG.ai. This is your essential briefing for leaders right across the pet food industry. I'll be focusing on digging into the raw data, pulling out the key trends, and really dissecting the consumer behaviors we're seeing emerge.
And my job is to translate all that into, well, concrete business implications, actionable strategies you can actually use. Whether you're in product, brand management, e-commerce, or customer insights. It's Sunday, August 10th, 2025. We've got a packed agenda.
And today, we're diving deep into Gen Z demands, the 1.7 billion pet birthday boom, and forever chemicals-free packaging. We've pulled insights from some really significant recent consumer surveys, market reports, and, importantly, the latest regulatory updates.
Yes, and critically, what this all means for your product roadmaps, those marketing campaigns you're planning, your e-commerce strategy, and your overall brand direction heading into 2025 and, frankly, beyond. So let's just jump right in. Let's tackle that first major theme the data is really highlighting for us. Let's kick off with, well, the undeniable force shaping things, Gen Z. What is the data telling us about their expectations? And maybe more fundamentally, how are they viewing their pets differently? What's the big shift?
What really jumps out, beyond the kind of ongoing premiumization and humanization we talk about a lot, is Gen Z's almost baked-in expectation for eco-conscious choices. It's not like an add-on for them. It's foundational. A recent survey showed 60% of Gen Z pet parents usually consider eco-friendly options. That's mainstream stuff. And it's not just about the food itself. We're seeing this really interesting hands-on shift. A lot of pet parents, especially Gen Z, are actually making home-cooked meals or snacks for their pets. Think about that a third are regularly whipping up gourmet treats. This isn't just, a cute trend. It speaks volumes about wanting control, specific nourishment, and those eco choices again. And the level of research they do, it's intense. Nearly 6 out of 10, 58% always research their pet's food. Yeah. Always. And interestingly, this research deep dive gets even more common among owners earning over $100,000 a year. So higher income often means more scrutiny, more commitment, maybe, but it goes way deeper than just the food bowl, doesn't it? The emotional bond is, well, it's everything. Pets are now like critical factors in big life decisions. Get this.
60% of pet parents say their pet is key in deciding where they live. And Gen Z leads this. 57% of them say it's a major factor. It's not just pet friendly, it's planning your life around them. And the mental well-being piece, it is huge. The global survey found 58% of owners prefer time with their pet when stressed. Only 32% said their partner. I'm telling you. And 83% believe their pet positively impacts their mental well-being. Full stop. They offer silent comfort. 56% say that. And they nudge us towards healthier habits, right? 77% say pets help them get off screens. 73% say they encourage going outside. It's a really deep, multifaceted thing.
That mental well-being angle is incredibly powerful, isn't it? It means you're not just selling kibble. You're aligning your brand with something absolutely core to your consumer's life. So for product managers, the insight from Gen Z is clear. Radical transparency meets bespoke pet nourishment. This means you need to be thinking about super transparent ingredient sourcing, genuinely sustainable formulas, and maybe even components for those home-cooked meals. Think specific dietary lines, ethical value alignment, and for brand managers, your messaging has to evolve. It's not just nutrition anymore. It's about that deep emotional connection, the pet's role in the family's well-being, and showcasing your brand's real commitment to sustainability and transparency. Authentic claims are key, no greenwashing. E-commerce managers, you need to load up those product pages. Granular detail. Ingredient lists, sourcing info, eco-certs, make it obvious, maybe curated bundles for specific values, or even those DIY meal kits you mentioned. And for customer insight managers, dive deeper. Qualitative stuff, why are they home cooking? What does eco truly mean to them? Track that sentiment around well-being.
Okay, let's pivot to something, well, honestly, a bit lighter, but just as impactful financially. This massive boom in pet celebrations, it's not just humanization, it's like full family member status, parties, gifts, the works. I saw the data about guinea pigs leading the celebrations and had to double check. Yeah, the UK survey data is pretty eye-opening. 64% of pet owners celebrate birthdays or gotcha days, but look at the generational split. 83% of Gen Z, 79% of millennials do it. Compare that to just 39% of the 55-plus group. And the reason? Simple. 45% say it's because pets are family, period. And gifting is a major part of it. 59% give presents. Chew toys are number one at 72%. But gourmet pet food is right behind at 64%. That's a direct opportunity for you listening. Owners are spending, on average, 80 pounds. That's about 108 US per year just on pet birthday gifts. Scale that up across the UK, you're looking at an estimated $1.7 billion market, or $2.3 billion US. That's huge. And yeah, the guinea pig thing, it's wild. Small pets often get the biggest celebrations. Guinea pigs, 80% of owners celebrate. Parrots, 79%. Hamsters, 77%. Dogs are actually lower at 68%. Cats, 62%. Makes you wonder, right?
And social media fuels this. Over half of guinea pig owners post about it online, 62% for cats. Some people go all out. That story about the owners spending over $500 on a dachshund party. Dog cake, decorations. Yeah, it's a real economy.
It is fascinating, and it definitely makes you rethink who counts as family, doesn't it? Look, this trend isn't just cute. It's a flashing neon sign for innovation and marketing, the core takeaway. Pet celebrations aren't niche. They are a billion-pound market hungry for premium, personalized stuff. So, product managers, innovate here. Premium treats, limited edition birthday lines, gotcha day specials. Think small SKUs for those smaller pets. Maybe even pet cake mixes or party-ready food formats. Brand managers, you need campaigns specifically around these milestones. Encourage that user-generated content from parties, it's gold. Think about partnerships, pet party planners, pet bakeries. Get creative, e-commerce managers. Build dedicated celebration sections. Curated gift guides are perfect. Subscription boxes timed for birthdays. Personalized messages for pet anniversaries. Make it special. And customer insight managers. Dig into the specifics. What kinds of gifts? How often? Where are the gaps you can fill? It's all there.
That's a massive opportunity, absolutely. But it brings us to maybe the trickier side of things, navigating innovation alongside, well, increasing regulation.
Yes. This is where things get really critical for the industry's future, I think. We're looking at these dual forces, opportunities in novel proteins, but also these crucial shifts in packaging roles. How urgent is this? It's foundational, really, not just urgent. It's about long-term survival and resilience. Foresight pays off massively here. Let's start with novel proteins, the old ways. Traditional animal protein supply chains. They're facing real pressure. You've got human food demand competing, animal diseases, geopolitical instability, even climate change impacting sources. But the exciting bit is the innovation rising to meet this challenge. Solutions are coming online fast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like 10 Lives, that company in San Francisco using precision fermentation. That's kind of like brewing beer, right? But they're cultivating specific animal proteins. They're making things like rabbit protein, which cats naturally eat, but it's super hard to source reliably or sustainably otherwise. And the upsides are pretty compelling. Higher purity, for one. Safety avoiding things like salmonella or bird flu risks. Plus hypoallergenic properties, which is a big deal for sensitive pets. And the environmental angle. Potentially a 90% cut in carbon impact for those protein ingredients. That's huge. They're even using AI to speed up finding the right yeast strains, cuts years down to hours. Super efficient. They're aiming for FDA approval around 2027, and they've already launched treats using their rabbit protein. Smart way to test the waters and educate consumers. Okay, then there's packaging. Wow, that's evolving fast legally, isn't it? So much more scrutiny. 3 big areas: labeling, safety, and the environment. Labels have got to be spot-on accurate. No misleading natural claims unless they're watertight. Trust is key. Safety is driven hard by FSM FDA rules. Materials can't leach into food. Need approval. Follow GMP. It covers everything. And then the eco-pressure. It's immense. Manufacturers are scrambling, frankly, looking at monomaterials, alternative compounds, recyclables, lighter weights, anything to cut the footprint. And crucially, this whole issue with PFAS, the forever chemicals in packaging, that blew up. The good news is producers are actively removing them, shifting to safer stuff. Plus, you've got regulations like California's pushing hard on recycling rates and producer responsibility. It's a big shift.
This whole segment just screams future-proofing, doesn't it? It's where the smart brands are focusing now. It's not about incremental tweaks anymore. It's strategic foresight, decisive action, the core insight here. In this new landscape of innovation and tight regulation, the future is built on proactive adoption of sustainable inputs and totally transparent, safe packaging. So, product managers, start exploring novel proteins now for future lines. It's about sustainability, yes, but also supply chain resilience. Critical. And packaging. Prioritize sustainable designs, monomaterials, recycled content, and get PFAS-free across the board. That's becoming table stakes. Brand managers, get your comm strategy right. Be proactive. Be clear about sourcing, safety, sustainability. Make clean ingredients and PFAS-free packaging a real brand differentiator. Build that trust. E-commerce managers, total transparency on your listings. Ingredients, packaging materials, certifications, all of it. Maybe even look at sustainable shipping materials. Reinforce the message end to end. And customer insight managers, Gauge how consumers feel about novel proteins. How much do they understand about new packaging tech? Monitor the public conversation on safety, on environmental impact. Get ahead of the demands, don't just react. Okay, let's try and pull this all together. We've covered Gen Z demands, that huge pet birthday market, and the innovation regulation piece around ingredients and packaging. Based on all that data, what are the, say, 2 or 3 absolute must-do strategic imperatives for our listeners?
Well, for me, it's crystal clear. The industry's in a profound generational shift. It's fundamental. It's driving this massive demand for radical transparency, real sustainability, and those deep human-like emotional bonds with pets. And innovation, whether it's ingredients or packaging, it's not just nice anymore. It's becoming absolutely essential for staying ahead.
Right. Therefore, the big strategic imperative is this. Leading brands must proactively invest. Invest in product innovation and messaging that genuinely taps into that pet as family feeling, deeply resonates. And at the same time, you have to champion sustainable, safe practices right across your supply chain. No excuses. That means prioritizing those novel proteins for the future and getting that transparent, PFAS-free packaging sorted now. So thinking about all that, what stands out to you personally? What's the biggest single challenge or maybe the most exciting opportunity this data throws up for your brand today?
And that wraps up our deep dive into Gen Z demands, the 1.7 billion pet birthday boom, and forever chemicals-free packaging for this edition of the Pet Food Insider.
Thanks so much for tuning in. We really hope this gives you a clearer roadmap for navigating the, well, huge opportunities and the very real challenges ahead for your brand in 2025 and beyond.
For more details on all the data we talked about, including links to the original surveys and reports, please do check the link in our show notes. And make sure you subscribe to the Pet Food Insider so you don't miss our next essential briefing.
Until next time, keep a close eye on those evolving trends.
And keep translating them into winning strategies for your brands.